If your dad has it, then I have it.
What's that supposed
Oh
to
my God, shut up.
I'm in love with your dad.
All right, are you guys ready? We're just going to review for retakes. So we're starting with test one, I guess, or part one, of test two. And then we will jump to part two. Are there specific question types that you guys want to see right off the top?
The ones with the squares. Remember the ones that like were in these like squares and they had like numbers or what?
The matrix?
Yeah, I'll see if I can figure out.
The matrix stuff?
The what?
The matrix?
Yeah, the matrix stuff.
Okay.
You know the ones that Julian had?
Like I knew like the box ones, like the actual box, but then at the bottom it had another question. I didn't know what it was.
Okay.
200, you got one bill for 120.
Um,
Size 9. I'm getting like the all black one.
Yeah, I need to.
all right, we'll start with the
A
2x2 matrix.
Yeah.
So if you had, let's say, 3, -1, 4, and 2, how would we?
We're allowed to take both retakes this weekend, correct? They'll still be open by, like, because you said we have until Thanksgiving break.
Right.
So are you gonna make those available, the retakes, until Tuesday night?
Well, yeah. When are you planning on taking them?
I don't know.
Sometime this weekend.
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing is this weekend. So I didn't know how often you would have them open.
Usually I like to schedule them. So like, if you know what times you want to take it during.
Okay, can I email you probably Sunday then?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll probably just say it.
Determinant of the of this matrix.
Black Friday sale starts in 2.5 hours. Just be able to order my shoes now when it drops.
Elias, he's teaching you.
That's right.
You need to respect him.
I need to
Thank you.
respect
Thank you.
Mr. Teller, don't even get out of me, bro.
Determinant. You can do this, right?
Oh yeah. You just take like the 3 times 2.
Good.
You take the -1 times 4. You
Yeah.
multiply them and subtract.
And they get subtracted, right?
Yes?
Good. So
I just
6
completely
plus
pulled that
4.
thing out of the ass, dude.
Excellent.
I swear to God. This is like, there you go. Found it.
Gold. All right. Is that okay?
Yeah.
But then at the bottom there was like a different question. You know,
There was like 9 numbers in the
Just to
box.
tell. Oh yeah,
Okay.
the 3x3 one. Like
Yeah.
I was doing that with my tutor, and she's like, "Do you have a lot to use notes?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "You have to memorize the formula," and I was like, "I can't." Then we get you're like, "You can use notes," and I'm
You
like,
can use notes,
"Why
right.
did I not write that down?"
All right.
You're so.
Why did you not?
Yeah. How did you do on part 1?
What is 62%?
Yeah, exactly. So keep it quiet over there.
That's not terrible. I mean,
I got a 70, so boom.
That's actually pretty good for me. I'm not good at math at all.
I was happy with myself.
and that kind of shows that you're getting some of it. You know, like, and so if you just correct your mistakes so that you get through
You
them,
probably got like a 90.
Will the test be the same or the numbers
for part
change?
1
it'll be different numbers.
and part 2.
Oh, darn it.
Uh,
Or we got 72.
I only did 2% worse than Pete. It actually makes me feel really good about myself now. Not even gonna lie. I'm actually excited inside right now.
can we do this one?
Oh, isn't that like the 6 times 1?
Well, there's lots of different ways to do it, but the way I was showing you, remember, you kind of extend it. You don't remember that? So I would take this row, I'd put it here. So I duplicate that, and then I duplicate this.
But just hear vibration a whole lot. Like,
But why do you duplicate it? Like, what does it do if you duplicate it?
Because it's so that you can multiply. You basically, like before we did this minus this, right?
Right.
This time we're going to do this, this, and this minus this, this, and this.
Oh.
So if I do 2 times 6 times 1, what is
That's
that?
12.
That's 12. 1 times -2 times 5.
negative 10.
Negative 10.
Good. And then 3 times negative 1 times 3.
-9.
Good. So those all get added up. So that's negative 19
So you got -7.
plus 12, negative 7. Yeah. Is that okay so far?
So the answer is -7?
Not yet. That's half of it. That's like this. That's like this part. Eli. That's like this part of the 2 by 2. Now we have to do the other way. So I'll use a calculator unless you can do this. 5 times 6 times 3.
5 times 6 is 30, it would be 90, right?
That's 90. Good. That one makes 90. 3 times negative 2 times 2.
What is it?
3 times negative 2 times 2.
Would be -12.
Yes. Then 1 times negative 1 times 1.
1, -1.
Negative 1. Good. So these ones will get subtracted. So instead of a plus 90, you'd subtract 90 from what you had before. Instead of minus 12, you'd add 12. So you should kind of do the opposite with these. Just like you subtracted this.
Okay, so then
So I would take -7.
is this thing expensive?
Yes.
It looks expensive.
It was like 4 something.
Jeez.
Yeah. But I like to draw, so
Yeah.
I'll use
It
it for fun
makes it
over the
easy.
summer. Yeah, it really helps too.
Yeah. So then I was just wondering, like, what is this stuff down here? How do we do that?
So once you've got these, you see how this is, this bottom one is the coefficient matrix. It's uses 3, -2,
Yeah.
11, 6, negative 11, 6. That's going to be the denominator.
I don't think it looks very good.
This one swaps out those two for the x values. You see how it replaces the x values, the 3 and -2, with the -4 and 1?
Yeah.
So that one's going to be used for the x's. And the other one swaps out the -11 and 6 with those. So that's going to be used for the y's. So once you have this, just take this divided by that one.
Okay.
And so your answer would be -13 over -4,
Okay.
which is 3.25. So that was for,
Oh, so I
um,
mix these up,
Do
didn't
I
I?
have 300?
I think you did. Yeah, I think, what did we say? This one divided by that would
Yeah.
be for the x's. So yeah, that
Oh.
goes for the x. And
So
then
then, was I right with the 2.6?
I think
Because
so,
I carved it out here,
504
so I'll mess up
or
for
1.25,
like 3 or 4 years.
I probably just divided the wrong thing right here.
maybe.
Okay.
That's what you do for those.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
So just to wrap up this one, we had -7 for the positive terms, and then if I subtract 90, add 12, add 1, I get a -84 altogether. Is that okay?
Yeah.
How about,
So I think I'm ready. Wait, what? She just said I think I'm ready. She might want. Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you have an account for Go?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta make one then real quick.
all right, so I'm going to say, I want you to find the equation of a line that goes through the points 2, 4, and 4, 5. Would you guys know how to do this?
What are you gonna do?
I'm giving you 2 points. And I want you to find the equation of the line.
That looks like a foreign language.
All you're going to do is you're going to say basically rise over run, between 2 points is the same as rise over run between another 2 points. If they're on the same line, it should have the same slope, no matter which 2 points you use. Does that make sense?
Would be 2 over 4?
No, we're going to do, we're going to take the difference in the y's, 5 minus 4. Let me actually color code this a little bit so that maybe it'll make more sense. 4, 5, we said. And then I'll make up another point, x, y.
Okay, but listen, I send it to, because it says, like, you know how it says share? Wait, so come here, let me see what. Wait, where do you see 0? Yeah, I just sent it to like,
So how do you know how to just put the 4 and the 2 on the other side as well?
and then just send it
It's,
to
you have any choice. So for this one, I could use either pair.
Oh,
I chose the smaller numbers because when I have to multiply and add, I like working with smaller numbers. So that was my choice. Quiet, please, pay attention. I want you guys to be able to get your grades up, so if you need to retake something, you should be taking notes. Write down example problems for every problem type. You can use the notes in the test.
hold on, I need to go get something.
Okay. I'll post this too. I'll save this screenshot and I'll post this example. But it's also going to be in the video that I'll post as well. So here we're just doing rise over run. We're taking the difference between the y and the x of 2 points versus the the difference in y values for 2 of the points,
Give me 100.
and then a difference in the x values for the same 2 points. That's the rise over run between those red and green points. I then have an unknown point, x and y, which I'm leaving as a variable in both the x and the y. And I just need to take the rise over run between it and either point. I just chose the red one because these are smaller numbers, and I like to work with smaller numbers. So I chose the 2 and the 4 rather than the 4 and the 5. But I could have put 5 and 4 here. On this side, you could put the red or the green. It doesn't matter. But this, you just use the 2 points. It doesn't matter which one goes first or which one goes second. Just make sure that you're consistent. So if you did this minus that on top, you're going to do this minus that on bottom. Just be consistent. And this one is the difference between the blue point, the unknown, and either point. It doesn't matter. That is already the equation of the line. You just need to rearrange it after that. So on the left, we'll figure out the slope. 5 minus 4 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2, so the slope is 1/2. And I have y minus 4 over x minus 2. I just want to rearrange this. I want to get y by itself. I want to get it in this form. So I'm just going to try to get y by itself. I'm going to multiply both sides by the x minus 2. That brings it over here. And then the numerator's all alone now on the right. Then I just have to distribute. 1/2 x minus 1 equals y minus 4. My last step is just add 4. So we see that 1/2 x is plus 3 is y. And that's basically this. Y equals 1/2 x, the slope is 1/2, and the y-intercept is 3, and that's what we see here. The y-intercept was 3, and the slope was 1/2. Are we okay with that? Now, sometimes they will tell you, oh, the slope is, so this is a different problem. I'm using the same points, but sometimes they'll tell you that the slope is 1/2. They'll give you the slope. And then they'll give you one other point. So find the equation of a line that has a slope of 1/2 and goes through 2, 4. All you'd have to do is say 1/2 equals y minus x minus, and just put that point over here. And now that's the same as what we had here.
And this is how you solve for x.
Oh, how we get to the equation of a line. So we're not solving, we're just rearranging. We just wanted the equation that connects x and y. And we basically already have it now. We just need to clean it up and get y by itself. But it's already there. So now this follows, all this stuff here is the same work as before. Just when you have 2 points, you kind of got to figure out what the slope is, and you figure out that it's 1/2. Some problems they'll tell you right away it's 1/2, but they'll only give you 1 point.
Kid with that lab coat.
He likes the lab coat.
Jesus, how you can go and put them all and not show them like
What do you think she
I thought it was just a discount.
Point slope.
You can go big or go home. Do you
Go
honestly,
big or go home.
do you honestly
There's a
think,
good chance. Not even 50.
no, I think like maybe a 10%
Yeah,
chance?
that's
Not even that.
it's like 90 chance.
Maybe like a 98.2 chance of,
Yeah.
Well,
because
you
how
would
many
think
people in
like
the
it's
world,
Black Friday, so they would like leave discounts.
there'll probably be discounts on the shoes, but like,
Do you guys know the difference between odds and chance?
yeah, odds are like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but right?
So let's say I had like 3 white balls. And-
White Claws, Mr. Sotelo.
Yeah.
Come on now. Don't get thinking about the weekend too much. You got half a day left. More than over a half. Come on now.
Say I've got these objects, right? The chance of me drawing a white ball would be
Lower than the four black balls.
is 3 to 7, right?
Yeah.
The odds of me drawing a white ball are 3 against 4.
Oh, mine too. I don't even bother to check my Google bill.
That's just the difference between chances and odds.
Yes.
I always make sure the light's on before I leave.
I'm honestly about to sell them.
Any other types of problems you want me to do?
Price you don't want.
Say something.
Friend of friend you don't want.
Or awful.
I don't know why I was looking for my treasure in my
Let me try a systems
Were
of
they AirPod
equation.
Pros? I paid 90 friends as well. I paid 90 friends as well. AirPod. Forget it. And told my pay one day I showed him 90. He's like, that's okay, I just need money for weed. I'll take the 90. And I was like, here you go.
How about this
Maybe
one?
Vader's brand new.
Well, they were brand new. Usually like twice. If you're not in school, didn't need money for Oh, mine like that. I sold mine like that to Nolan for $70. Like, rip Nolan off too.
I remember got out of the car here. I'm kind of mad at myself because when I bought this computer, they were like, it was like a student deal or something, and they were like, you're gonna get the regular AirPods for free, or you can get the Pros for 90, like with the, if you buy a computer. And I was like, well, I'll just do the pros and sell them for like one price. But then I was like, no, I want to do that. But like, I could have sold them for so much more if I never really used them.
Don't you have an unopened pair of red pots?
They didn't do it.
How do we do?
Oh, your brother had me on Snapchat 15 days ago.
How do we do this problem?
I didn't have it. Well, you gotta get
You gotta get the y by itself. So.
Well, first, in order to solve an equation or something, we need one equation with one variable. So right now, we need to combine these two equations so that we can get rid of a variable.
So do you subtract the 8x from 7x?
You could subtract either way, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, you can imagine
So it
subtracting,
could be x
yeah,
plus y.
8x
equals
minus
6.
7x. If you do this, right, you get 1x left, right?
And you get just a y. You get 0.
0y,
So
so
x equals 6.
equals 6. Yes, good.
Oh my god, I'm a genius. Do I have to retake this? Am I doing it? So
Do you have to? Yeah.
Come on now.
Well, I mean, do you grade-wise, do you need to?
Oh, there's no grade in grade rules. So. Oh, I can't. I don't see
Yeah, you
what
done it yesterday.
Oh, we did. Okay, I haven't checked since yesterday.
Oh gosh.
I don't
Uh,
need to.
on Classroom right now.
No cap.
Wait, on Classroom, not Portals?
Yeah, I'm just,
How do you see that on Classroom?
you just go to the Classroom and click on the test, and then you can see your score. So once we know that x is 6, are you guys okay with that, what we just did here? All right. Once we have that x is 6, you can plug it into one of the other equations. So I'll just rewrite this,
What's a 72?
a c. So I'm just plugging in 6 for x now. Hello?
You see Nick Smith?
Who?
Nick Smith's up there.
Who's that?
Nick Smith. That's who made this.
Who's that?
Nick Smith.
Okay, Ryan,
Yeah.
quiet please.
Like, see from the class.
Because we're in the middle of class.
Thanks, I got playing baseball. I got canceled.
All right, so once we have that x is equal to 6, I just plugged it into one of my original equations. So 7 times 6 plus 2y equals 24. Are you guys okay with that? Is that yes? So then we just solve for y now. That's 42. Subtract the 42.
I got a 71 on part 2. That makes me feel even better.
24 minus 42. What is that?
It's due like before Thanksgiving. I saw it.
They too, Brian.
I take my bowl.
Right. Fade and I just want like
You can use your calculator. What is 24 minus 42?
2 hours.
Last Friday started today.
Really?
Negative, is it gonna be negative something?
Yeah.
Negative
And then you want to do it on those shoes.
Not 22.
I'm done.
Shit.
You can use a calculator.
Well, okay.
I don't know how I got more, I really don't.
You should call me over to cookies. I'm like, I don't know.
Negative 18.
Good, yeah. And just have that. Y is negative
You
9.
can only do social base once, so.
So you could write that as a point like this.
I sent my, I did it in script for it, and then I just sent it to Molly. So it's easy.
Oh, God.
Are we okay with that? Any questions? Did you say yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
What?
All right, I want to plot this line. How should I do that?
Elias, you didn't have to post it.
They did. Get to making Instagram stories.
Yeah, I didn't post it.
Pay attention, please.
What'd you
I just sent it to Mom.
Eli,
do? Why?
let's not disrupt. How do I plot this line?
2x, you go to the 2x.
Put 2x.
That's negative 2x.
Yep,
So
Go down to.
not quite.
over 2,
No,
up 2.
I want to start, what number do I want to start with?
3.
The 3, right?
Oh,
So
And then put 2x, negative 2x over 1.
yeah, this will be negative 2 over 1. We're going to think of rise over run that way. But 3, what do I?
Up 3.
Up 3, yeah. So I'm going to go up 3.
And then down 2 over 1.
Yeah, down 2 over 1. That's my next point. That's how I plot the line.
No,
It doesn't have to.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Good.
one of the 250 is like
How about,
early vote member.
yeah.
So that's probably where we got that.
Yeah, because I just made my.
And then we got an early access bonus.
let's say 2.
Just a-
Hit share. And then it says
I'll
like,
hit it up.
Okay, let's say that was a good line. I'll try that again. Dang it.
Yep, Russell's practice operated from.
The best I can do. So this point is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this point is 0, 1. What's my equation for this line? Where y is equal to mx plus b.
So the b is gonna be 1,
Good.
Right, starts you.
and
There's like
then
different.
it's gonna be 5x.
So you pretty much guarantee.
Rise over run, right?
So
Right?
it's gonna be
Does that help?
it's gonna be 4 over 2.
Yeah, good. Which is 2x plus 1.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Questions on that one? All right, how about shoot. Let me try that again. Almost. Say that's at 20. So here's a function.
Elias,
This represents
those all black.
how far you are from your house
For 160.
over a 6-minute period. So this is minutes. And this is feet. And this is how far you are from your house. Starting from the time 0, how long does it take you to get to your house? Can you guys interpret this? This is distance from your house, feet against minutes. From time 0, how long does it take you to get to your house?
6 minutes.
6 minutes, good. What was your initial distance from your house?
20 feet.
Good, yeah. So there was a question about like Superman. or hot dogs or something, or what was the initial amount of whatever? When they want the initial amount, they just want the y-intercept where x is 0. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good. Other types of problems. Let's say one.
I want to play the trivia.
All right, some of them will ask you, what's the average rate of change between x equals 1 and x equals 3?
Will is a very intense kid.
Oh, so funny.
And really, so what's he talking to?
Owens?
Well,
And he's wearing heels. Look at this.
Why was he dressed
I
that?
know.
a woman.
Oh, shorts.
Oh yeah, they're going, I think
Let me see it.
calculus is going as a woman, a man, like a boy, a girl.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were talking about Will Chang.
No, Will literally has like a tight skirt
Which
on.
will?
Will Road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Calculus was thinking about doing just like types of humans. So Will could have been a woman.
Yeah.
Bella would be a boy.
Bella was a boy. Bella did do that.
Did she do that?
Yeah, I did see that. She's like a basketball player.
That's funny.
Kind of, sort of.
Griffin could have been a girl.
There's 1 trillion tickets entered.
Marvel could have been a man.
Ryan.
I was looking at young people.
Uh,
So like 1.5 trillion.
So for the average rate of change, they just want you to imagine a line that goes through those 2 points, and they just want the slope of that line. So you just want the rise versus the run. So if it goes from 1, 1 to 3, 3, you rise 3, or 2, sorry, and you run 2. So that's just average rate of change is 1 between these 2 points. So you kind of just ignore the curve. You just imagine a line going through. Does that make sense?
yes.
Still 2 hours.
Good.
So,
Some of them had tables, if you remember.
It's at 12.
Let's see.
Oh, let's go out. We have lunch with him so I can do lunch. We have lunch. Do you like? What? I don't know if you see it. Hey, do you still have them on right now?
Hmm?
Do you still have the shoes that were on right now?
No.
Let's see. All right, so some of these you had tables, and you had to figure out which one of these
I
represented.
did not see this from part 1, to be completely honest with you.
It would probably be on part 2 for linear relationships.
Oh, fact.
So this one just said which of these are a line, and you just need to check to see if, okay, so I run 5, how much do I rise? Well, I start at 2.
14?
No?
I don't know.
How much did it go up?
10.
Yeah, 10. So then I go another 5, and how much did it go up?
Where's Curly?
Yeah,
20.
another 5.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, so
So the second one's dotted line.
this is a line that has a slope of 2.
The second one isn't, the third one is.
This
Well,
one,
yeah, the third one is.
This
It goes
one's
up
this
five.
one's not because it goes 5, 1,
Yeah, the third one is because it goes up by 5.
5, 2, right? 5, 3. That's not a line. This one goes 5, 5. But notice this goes 10, 10.
And then 5, 5.
Yeah,
So is that a line?
that is a line. Because if I took 5 over 5, I get 1. 10 over 10, I get 1. 5 over 5, I get 1. Constant slope. Is that okay?
Yes.
So these two were lines. This one was not. Because it didn't have a constant slope. Should have M1. M not constant.
What would the gross size?
I just think,
Questions on that?
no, no.
It's so
I really watched this one.
funny.
Let's try. We'll try this one. Let me do a different color.
I thought Carlos had come back and won again.
All right. If you were going to solve this equation using that Kramer's method, so you're going to get somewhere they give you the little matrices, and you got to figure out how to sort of do it. I'm going to write in with sort of colors. We'll call this 11 and 19. We'll call maybe red the y values, minus 1 and 1. And the x values are 1 and 2. So I'm just looking at the numbers in front, just the coefficients. One matrix will be 1, 2, minus 1, 1.
Like,
Oh, that's so gross. Why did I see that? This video is so I wish you was my character. Actually, I wish you did.
yes.
I thought he was cool, but I think he's small. So I think he's so so Let's go. I think Carlos had show had computers. I like the one you're at night.
No, I'm close up.
See, I think you're lucky. Let's include everything. Tyler, what's the line up there? You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god. Can they claim?
I wasn't glad.
So like, it was just like the second. Tyler, like, he got it was first out the road. He got nothing. Second out. Oh, I don't know. And then it was third down. He kind of did inches before that.
So you want to pay attention, you guys up front? This is for the Kramer method ones. Eli? This is for those Kramer method ones. You had like 2 problems.
I did not answer those at all. I didn't look at them. I looked down, I was like, what is this? And then left.
Well, look here and then This will try to explain it. You're given two equations, and you just want to think about the numbers in front. So you have a 1, a -1, and an 11, and then you have a 2, a 1, and a 19. And you're going to think of them as columns. You have an x column, a y column, and then like a constant column. You're going to make one matrix with the x and the y's. That's going to be sort of your denominator. You're going to make a column just like it, but where you swap out the x's for the constants. And then another one where just like this original, but where you swap out the y's for the constants. Then to find the answer to x, you just find the determinant of the one where you swapped out the x values. That comes out to be 30. And you divide that by this determinant, which is 3. So x would just be 30 over 3, or 10. For the y, you do the same thing. You take the one that you swapped out the y values for. That's a -3. Divide that by the original, which is 3. So that y would be -1. You can do it all the way that way using that method. But honestly, once you get x is 10, once you get one of them, you can just plug that back in. I'll use a different color. I'll plug that back into the original, and then I could see that 10 minus y is 11. So y would have to be -1. So you could solve it that way too. But on the test, they will have, some of them, they'll set up the matrices like this for you, and you calculate them. And then to get the answer, you divide them. You take the x one and you divide it by the original, and you take the y one and you divide it by the original. So some of them will show you the matrix. Some of them will just use the letter d and dx and dy. But this is what you do. You take the matrix, or you take the determinants, and you divide them. Is that okay? Like this.
Okay, I think the one hit that 100 is on the other one, I don't know.
No, because those helmets.
How was it?
This was
He was under 200.
No, the helmet is
Okay,
It really showed that it's under
like, I don't know, like, the numbers like that point, like, people don't normally say like, it's the best pass. Like, honestly, like,
It was good fast if you did it forward.
no, it's too way behind.
If you want to do it, if you were left, you could fake like in your right, so you don't throw it kind of slow down.
Good enough.
So you got make like in your right, or
I was just waiting for Tyler to get destroyed on one play.
that's what doesn't run history.
But like,
If he was healthy, that would.
I still run it. On the one that we tried to run it on the score, he just got shit. He said there's simply like no, all the out of bounds.
All right.
Actually, good. I'm not super hard to just trying to fire hose. Strictly good. We could have.
Okay, guys. Which of these graphs have positive slopes?
Definitely A.
Good.
C.
No.
D.
D does.
What about E? No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's reading left to right. Is it increasing? You know, that's positive slope.
And then that's all.
That is all of them. Negative slopes.
B, C.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
What about positive y-intercept? Positive y-intercept.
That might be a stupid question, but the Y is the one that goes up and down.
Yes.
Positive Y, C.
Yeah?
D.
Not D?
A.
A, yeah.
What about F?
Oh, yeah. How about negative y-intercept?
E.
Yeah?
E.
Yes. That's it?
Yeah.
Which one has a zero slope?
F.
Yeah, good. Good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So some of them, they have a bunch of lines and you gotta identify which is which. You can kind of just figure it out like which one has a positive slope and a negative y-intercept and things like that.
Right now, okay, so well, let's see. What? Let's see. Like as a handle, I'm gonna walk this. That case. That take this for that. Oh, so we just let me do right in those shoes. That's a long ride in those shoes.
Which of these points represents a solution to the system of equations?
Right in there, and
What's the solution to the system of equations? Which point?
Rise over run. You guys know like this.
Yeah, anybody.
I don't know all the answers today. I retired.
You should know this one though. Anybody?
Not rise over run.
Not rise over run. Which of these points, A, B, C, or D, is the solution to the system of equations?
A.
No.
C.
Nope.
B.
Yeah, that's B. That's where the two lines cross. That's the solution. Does that make sense? So how about this one? Say, what's the solution to this one? You can sort of approximate. I want it as a point. About, yeah, so you go 1, 2, 3, right? And then let's see, I think I didn't come in line quite right. I should have tried to make it easier. So we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4.5. Does that make sense though?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's what you do. And that point represents the solution.
Right.
If you go, let's say 60 miles in 15 minutes, what is your average rate? No. 4, yeah. 4 miles per minute. So 60 divided by 15. Time is usually on the bottom. So if it's like beat per second or beat per minute, revolutions per second, usually the time goes on the bottom with rate.
Or posted and deleted. Or posted and deleted. I'm still at 200 with that.
So,
Yeah.
have you seen all of the drama
About what?
about the millionaires and James Charles?
What about it?
And like Trisha Paytas, do you know who that is? You know,
What is it about?
so a video, they posted a YouTube video, like the Deloitte family, and it's of them like having dinner. And like it's like their chef making them snails, like so they look like, and like, in the video, like before anything happened, Dixie like addressed that she has like this like a queasy stomach, like triggers easily, and she like in the beginning she said I don't like snails. She goes, but it looks like I'm gonna try them, and then when she tried them, she starts like gagging. And then in the video, Charlie goes, wouldn't it be cool to like hit 100 mil like a year later than I hit 1 mil, like because it's like a year ago she hit 1 million. And James like as a joke was like, is 95 not enough for you? And like they're friends, like it didn't like they were all started laughing. But this girl Trisha Paytas, she like has been canceled so many times. And so she's trying to like cancel all these people, like she's going for Addison Rae, and then she's going for the Brilliant, saying like how ungrateful they are and how their fame isn't gonna last and how all like it's like calling James a pedophile, like all on TikTok. Like literally, there's so much. No.
How about one of these ones where you got to translate the sentence? For the unknown number, you're going to use the letter X. What would be an expression for the sum of 3 times a number and 4? Do we know how to do this? Anybody? Do you?
Yeah.
What do you think?
3x.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3x plus 4.
Good. Yeah, so the thing to remember with a sum is it needs 2 parts, something plus something. So, the sum of something and something, and is going to separate it. So you have this is first part, and you have this is the next part. So the sum of 3 times a number, that's 3x, and 4 means you have 4 on the other side with a plus in the middle. That's good. Are we good with that?
Yep.
Good.
What'd you do? No.
Okay, just a reminder to you guys, let me pull it up. These homeworks, I don't know if you finished them, or if not, or I don't know where you guys are at with that. They are open now, so you'll see their due date is extended. Practice mode has been shut off. So if you need to finish them, you should be able to get into them with late passes. I can make sure that everybody has late passes. Everybody should be good. I think I just gave you 20 late passes recently, so. If not, let me know and I can give you some more. Do you guys at home have any questions for me in particular?
You're in Keto.
I tried to go through,
Keto was good.
as I could. You guys there? Oh, I see some chat. Let me see. Okay, nope. All right. Oh, that was your knee, Ethan. Okay, well, you guys are good for today if you don't have any specific questions. Do you hear me, Ethan?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any specific questions you want help on?
No.
Are you needing to take a retake?
I don't think so.
All right, well, let me know if you need any help. I'm going to post this video.
Bye, Bruce.
I will post the screenshots. All right?
All right.
All right, have a good day. Have a good weekend.
All right. Yeah, you too. Bye.
See ya.